I'm looking for actors that aren't going to draw me out of the story.
Yeah.
I don't really care about fame at all. Like, I really don't. Like, it's like, oh, this is the name of it. And really, though, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's like they get more excited about the name of your people that they see.
Yeah.
There's a quality, I swear, there's an it factor in a performer that just makes you want to watch them.
Yeah.
Right. This is the Cinematography for Actors podcast.
More than a podcast, Cinematography for Actors is a vibrant community devoted to bridging the gap between talent and crew. Each week, our show offers transparent, insightful conversations with industry leaders. We unveil the magic behind the scenes, from candid discussions about unique filmmaking processes to in-depth technical exploration. Join us in unraveling the intricacies of filmmaking one episode at a time. It's more than just cameras and lenses. We aim to inspire, educate, and empower as we peel back the curtain on the art of effective storytelling. Now on to the episode.
Hi, this is another special short episode of the Cinematography for Actors podcast. I'm sitting here on our wonderful couches at the Mammoth Film Festival with my co-host,
Jack T. Gibson. How's it going?
T. Gibson. And we're sitting here with, give us a name.
Jaleel White.
Here he is. And he is one of our judges this year. And something I asked you earlier that you refused to answer, but maybe I can get an answer now.
No, I didn't refuse. I paused. I wanted to save all the good stuff.
You're going to throw him under the bus before the man can even speak.
If there's one thing...
I wanted to speak into this giant mic that you gave me that brought to you by a hot dog on a stick.
If there's one thing Jaleel knows about, it is energy. And now he's ready to tell us, what did you judge this year? Shorts, features?
I judged episodics, which I believe were for television.
Okay.
I really got into it. It was I finally got a chance to put my my useless UCLA film school degree to use.
We love it. We love it.
No shade to UCLA.
Oh, no. Look at me. I love UCLA.
Oh, Bruins.
I believe me. I'm gonna kill you. I'll clap you right now. Like I love my school. It's just, once you become a father and you're several decades removed from your college experience, you go, they overcharged me. They overcharged me.
Yeah. This is an expensive school.
Yeah, no, his college is very expensive right now. No, I'm serious. Unfortunately, because education, so much of it can be found online now, especially during pandemic. A lot of people started looking at the value of a college education below doctorate and master. Now that's different because you have a discipline right there.
Right.
So I don't want this to become viral. Jaleel White saying is down on the college experience.
Jaleel White says no one go to college.
No one go to college. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if your parents are going to have to hawk the house for you to go to college, you can learn the shit online.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Okay, so since it is your first time judging a film festival, did you find while you were you're watching beforehand, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting all of your decisions in before you come here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there anything about the process that you followed that you would change if you did another time?
I think they were very lenient about the time frame, that I appreciated. Just the attention span and the demand on all of our time these days. Yeah. It's not easy to just keep carving out time to watch, an hour or longer of something. So they might have known that, or I might have just been discriminated against because I haven't done enough movies and I've been more in television. So they gave me episodic. I don't know if I should feel some kind of way about that. But I watched some really cool stuff. I watched some cool stuff, though, in episodic. I did. Okay, maybe that's what I'm qualified currently to weigh in on, though.
Don't worry, we're not live. You can feel however you want to feel.
Sandpaper was good. It stood out. Puncher's Chance stood out. Quite a few of them stood out.
What about those episodes stood out to you?
I felt like with those two in particular, I really appreciated the connecting storyline. I felt like the things that they set up, they paid off. And since my category was specifically episodic, do you want to watch another episode? It was really my criteria. I think that's tougher to achieve in comedy. And I just think the bar is higher for that because you got to, I forgot which one I watched. I think it was called The Selectman. And there was a character named Billy that stood out for me quickly. I was like, they might as well just call this show Believe in Billy. That was actually a piece of dialogue. But on the dramatic side, Puncher's Chance in particular and Sandpaper, they really paid off the story that they were trying to tell thematically.
Yeah, great notes for all you episodic submissions.
Yeah. Is this mostly pilots?
I don't know if they were pilots or not specifically. The running times felt like that, so maybe they were. Maybe they were pilots.
Yeah.
Well, you're also a pretty prolific actor yourself, and
Thank you.
when watching these, I mean, all the submissions, but obviously for this go around episodics, are there kind of common themes that you see in any of the submissions that are red flags or take you out of the story that's something good for anyone watching to know if they're going to submit?
Yeah, no, that's a damn good question. I think some of the red flags that I look forward to, I'm sorry. I think some of the flags that I
can't wait to see certain red flags.
Yeah, you're right. Right. It was like,
Keeps it interesting.
I saw that. Press pause.
Saw the camera
move
in
on
the
to the
window.
next. No. Some of the red flags that will stand out though are on the comedy side, things that are tonally off right from the gate.
Yeah.
You know, I think the most important thing with comedy is tone.
Right.
Anytime you want to tell a comedic story, you got to let us know, is this surreal right off the bat? Is this grounded in reality? Is this nail the genre, tell me who I'm supposed to be focused on in really the first minute.
Yeah.
We have some exciting news. CFA has teamed up with We Make Movies to get you a discount on production management services, including access to comprehensive production insurance and workers' comp for your next shoot. Visit wemakemovies.org/insurance and use code CFA23 on your intake form for 10% off your quote.
Sometimes also be consistent with your lead characters. So sometimes at a level below pro, they'll set you up with a lead character and then deviate from that person. It was like, whoa, we were supposed to be focusing on her.
Right.
And it sucks when that happens when you were actually starting to be,
Right,
to be drawn in.
Yeah.
The other thing I look for though is I look for sharp editing. The biggest stars of our future really are going to be the editors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Editing is something it's at everyone's fingertips now, from your phone to you know, at a cinematic level. Yeah. So I think even the most average viewer is a critic of editing now, really.
Yeah.
Is the editing helping or hurting the pacing of the story?
Mm-hmm.
The lighting matters to me a lot on dramatic side.
Yeah.
What mood are you setting? You know, it's really just the overall production value that I'm looking for. Is let me know, are you professional?
Yeah.
Or just whatever story you're telling, I'm looking for all those categories.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for actors that aren't going to draw me out of the story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about fame at all. Like, I really don't. Like, it's like, oh, this is the name of it. And really, though, a lot of people do. Yeah. It's like they get more excited about the name of your people that they see.
Yeah.
There's a quality, I swear, there's an it factor in the performer that just makes you want to watch them.
Yeah.
Right.
And they either have it or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a tough one to weigh in on openly because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Right. But
name names.
Like I was
let's hear it.
You know, but I was like,
today.
Like in my category, I watched this one called Sandpaper, and it was just like the two leads in that were just they pulled me in.
Yeah.
Do you think that it factor happens when someone is placed in a role that is truly authentic to what they can bring to the table? It's not like this person has talent or this person doesn't. It's this person is in the right role for them or they're not.
You know what? All talent can be misused.
True.
All talent can be void of direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I am acting, I love great direction. I love it when sometimes you get these quiet directors who don't even say much, but when they do speak up, they always had something smart to say. And it's like, ooh, okay. Like I've had certain directors literally maybe only talk to me like 2 or 3 times. And it was like, but every time the guy spoke, they had something to help them, that really helped me better understand the tone that they were looking for. So yeah, I think that answers your question.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Was there any criteria that the festival gave you for Episodic that you're looking for?
They didn't really give me a hard criteria. I kind of set one for my own, and that was, do I want to watch another episode?
Great.
You know, that was my number one criteria. It's how quickly do I want to watch another episode?
That's a good criteria.
That's
you know, I don't even think it has to be a cliffhanger to want to watch another episode.
Absolutely.
That's why I said for comedy, if I were to give a note out there to people who are looking at future submissions, worry more about character development.
Yeah.
Whenever whenever you introduce me to somebody, how well am I getting to know the many dimensions of this person in as little dialogue as possible?
Yeah.
Character development. What about this person jumps out to me to be funny quickly that's not over the top?
Right.
You know, are they OCD? Are they, there's many different things comedically that a
Right.
character could inhabit.
Right.
So if I see one character that I like in a comedy, I'm like, great. If I see two, I'm halfway to saying I want to watch another episode.
Okay,
Right.
great.
Right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Flesh out
I think
characters.
specifically what is cool is all those categories that you listed that you're looking out for that maybe have some trouble spots aren't, having more money and a bigger budget
Nope,
can certainly
not
help
that.
those things, but they're not exclusive to that. You can work on lighting, you can work on, your tone, and all those categories that you listed without a big budget. That's all stuff that you can do just bettering your own craft.
Yep. So I put a lot of this on the directors.
Yeah.
I really do. Directors and editors, they're the superstars of the future.
Yeah.
That's what I look for.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Jaleel, for sitting with
Yeah.
us. Before we wrap it up, I want to know, what category do you hope that you judge next time?
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, now you got to make me put myself on the hook.
Yeah.
Best editing.
Jaleel White wants to judge best editing for your
Best
film
editing.
festival.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much for being with us.
You got it.
Thanks,
See you all
guys.
next time.
Join us in bridging the gap between talent and crew. Start by subscribing on your preferred podcast platform, sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date on vendor discounts, community events, and new podcast releases, and educate yourself through our free course releases on YouTube. It all starts at cinematographyforactors.com. And if you like this episode, consider leaving a review to make it easier for other listeners to find us.